All right, next project that I'm looking forward to. I am going to be taking down this flooring that's up here, and I'm going to be raising it to this header location here, and I'm going to be making a ceiling at 10 feet up. The tractor is the tallest thing that I've got coming in and out. It's basically 8 foot tall. I'm going to install a 9-foot door, and then I will have a 10-foot ceiling. So just real quick, the old flooring was using these floor joists, the joist hangers. So you can literally just walk up, push that out of there. So that's what I did. I pushed all those out, hammered all the flooring out of there. I got to get my metal storage down out of the way because that top section is literally right in the way of where the new 2x12x20 is going. So yeah, a lot of stuff to do, and let's get to it. All right, that's one of 8. I'll tell you how I did it without shitting my pants. Put some blocking up, some 2x4s overlapped on the posts. I took that one down, it's sitting there on the ladder, but I had it sitting out just below, maybe ½ inch below the line I'm gonna put up. That gives me a place to put it, and then when I go up, I use the hammer and kind of pry it up, screw it in, one screw, come over here, pry it up off the brace, and then screw it in, then I go back and secure the whole thing. So I'm running these outlets, not as light sockets, but as actual outlets. Because for one, the new lights actually plug in. So instead of having to worry about connection and all that, I can just plug them in. Second is because if I want to, I can just drop down a retractable plug or retractable extension cord from the ceiling at any of these locations and still run a 15 amp circuit off of these. Now what I'm going to have to do is leave these wires hanging. I'll leave them long so that I can, once I get the joists or the studs in, I can flip them over the joists, flip them down the studs and secure them properly. So what I'll do with this is I'll leave enough pigtail hanging out so that when I tie it in, I can actually pull it back later, attach it correctly, and do all my mounting later on. So I'm going to do this temporarily, and then I will work on getting the middle section done, and then I'll go over there and do the outer section. Temporarily hanging. So now what I've got is this wall where the electrical panel is. I've got a spare conduit for communications or anything else I want to pull. I got a water line. I put a gas line in case. It's already had a trench open a couple years back, so now I'm going to frame this wall out. That way when I start stubbing down the home runs for the electrical, I can actually start tacking them in place and leaving them somewhere secure. So I got to get this cleaned up and framed. All right, now that I got some wiring going, I've got some lighting in here, I can finish running circuits. I've got insulation that I'm going to be putting in some ceilings, so I've got to get as much wire run from this panel out to these branch outlets or branch circuits here. So I have some 30 amp circuits here. I have 50 amp welding circuits. I've got 30 amps for the air compressor, 50 amps for the plasma cutter. Alright, I got a good part of the wiring going. I still got a lot to do. These are a lot of the home runs. All these over here are the ones I'm tearing out. That's some old wiring from the shop. So I literally just have wire hanging in locations because I do not have the studs in yet. But I've got the approximate starting locations. These two outlets will just jumper through the walls all the way down. I've got these coming through up top down each post. And currently just hanging until I can swap them all over. So I've got the insulation in here ready to install. Still got a couple wires to run, so I'm going to write them down here and run my check off. I got a bit of a dilemma today. We got lake effect snow coming for like the next 3 days, and I've got 22 sheets of OSB and 20 pieces of roofing material that I'm gonna use as the bottom of the shop sitting outside of my trailer. It'll be here in an hour. This place is a mess right now because of everything that I had to buy to get the whole rebate thing going before Thanksgiving from Menards. So I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I got to get it inside before it snows. Current status. All that still goes up there. I guess I'm going to have to clean this pile off, and that way I can stack the boards here and then put the sheet metal on top of it. And then when I'm ready for it, I can unstack. Hopefully this pile of insulation will be gone or whittled down, and maybe I can stack some of it up there or something. I don't know. Get it out of the way off the floor. But in any case, I got to get this door open and get this trailer offloaded. You can still see grass for right now, but trust me, we won't in about a couple of hours. So I got to get all this stuff off of here, get it inside. What have I done? Up. Hold it.
Oh, you're gonna miss that too.
As I figured as much. I put it way too far back. Bring it on. Good. I think we can work with that. Got a bunch of stuff moved out because I'm kind of bouncing around the shop here right now. Took out all this flooring. Started building walls and the bottoms. I have some stuff here to do. It's all later. I gotta stub this in. Nothing in here is plumb, square, or level. So I am fixing things as I go. I've got this wall started. so that as I'm tearing things down, I can finish running the wires, put in the studs, insulate, put up the walls, and then start moving everything back in the corner. So as of right now, this L-shaped bracket or L-shaped piece here into the first bay and a half is done. Well, I got outlets to do. I've got trim boards to put in and all that, but it's basically done to where I can move this stuff back over here, pack it as much as I can so I can start moving stuff out of there and finish wrecking that flooring out, start building the walls back there. Probably gonna be the last area because I gotta move all that stuff over to there once I get it all organized. So all that's been done. I got electrical to run. I'll have to move this to finish the ceiling here. Cluck, Norris, shut up. Time to work over this way. This is gonna be fun because I gotta move everything against the wall, out from the wall to be able to build it. Hooray. Definitely gotta finish this place up. My sister's coming over this weekend. She wants to help out. We've got all the insulation up there. We just got to get it in place. I've got the rest of the ceiling panels to put in, and then I can finish up the walls over there, which I'm going to start working on moving stuff out and getting this pile of lumber down. Got not all of them. We got a lot of the stud material here, a lot of the OSB for the wall sheeting and the roof sheeting, and the metal for the bottom panels on the other side. So we'll start organizing some things, get it out of the way, and getting back into this. Quick update, I got all the power, finally ran into the box, terminated. I got to get one more breaker for the plasma table and all that. Started getting some more of this in, got some more sheeting up. I've got outlets cut in now, and I'm working my way that way, so I'm literally doing these outlets as I go, insulation and all that. So now, all the old wiring is dead, so we're taking that out. And now that the old wiring is off this cross beam, we can actually start removing that. So that is next. Putting in the ceiling on this side, and I've got my green laser line set up for the raw edge here. And I'm tying into all this, and I'm having to cut these contour because these posts are wobbly and all this stuff. Anyway, that was all pre-construction. So putting these in without the train. I made these little forks. On the top of the fork is a section or just a raw piece of this roofing material, and it acts as a spacer, and I just screw it into the existing stud on this side, and then I can slide my wood in. I don't have to sit there and hold it because I'm above stuff, so it's already a pain in the butt to move ladders. But I'll slide it in there, then I can finagle it where I need to, get all the edges lined up, make sure I'm on my laser line here, and put it all in without any fatigue. Where's your sister? Huh? She out there getting in trouble? Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Probably bothering the chickens. getting some stuff moved over, reorganized, hung up on the walls, and consolidated. Getting some areas clean so I can move these cabinets here, both that flammable cabinet and that flammable cabinet and that little storage cabinet on the other side of the wall here to right there, so that I can start cleaning that area out and building walls for the office. At this point, I have painted most of the walls, but I still have to paint the ceiling, but I have not finished building the ceiling yet. So once the ceiling is done, I will actually paint it black. That should hide a lot of the reflections, soak up a little bit of the light, and really finish this room off. You guys aren't going to help me today? Yeah? Okay. So my dad came over the other day and helped me, he wanted to get out of the house, so helped me get this framed up, ran some electrical, and now I have to insulate the ceiling, insulate the walls. I got to run power for the light there. The switch is going to be on this front wall, which I haven't built yet just because I wanted to get access in and out. Then I'll have to put sheeting on the top of that, and then I can finish the inside.